So you might be asking yourself, why is Aydian up so gosh darn early? Well, special thanks to my amigo Angel. That's not gonna show up. Angel likes to go to get his haircut at 8 in the morning. So that's what we're doing this morning. I came, got some Starbucks, picking him up right now, waiting for him right now, and we're going to get our haircuts. So I joked with him because I was texting him and he's like, oh, I'm like, what time you want to go? He's like, oh, I want to be there at 7:30. I was like, bro, you are like serious about your haircuts, waking up early just to get a haircut. Damn. It's cold. It's like 28 degrees. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. Fingers crossed, because I love the snow. But here at the barber shop, and so I think I have decided to officially cut off the tail. I think the tail is gonna keep the length on the top, but I think this tail, I've had this tail, no joke, I've had this tail. I went with Jordan to get this haircut before T, maybe a year before T. So I've had this haircut like a mohawk style, faux hawk, Euro hawk, whatever you want to call it. I've had this style haircut. I don't even know if you can see it, I'm assuming. I've had this style haircut with the back. Oh my goodness, so since then, so I got hormones in 2010, so at least like the end of 2009, so like 2008. So like almost 10 years I've had a mohawk style. So it's fluctuated, you know, but I think I'm gonna cut the tail off. I'm really nervous. I didn't know that I was gonna wanna do this or that I was gonna do this, but I've decided to do it because I just, you know, just switch it up a little bit, you know? I figure if anything, I could grow the tail out, and if I hate it, in 2 or 3 months, I'll have a brand new tail. So, we shall see. I also saw this one where they have no tail, right? So there's no tail, but there's like a braid up here, and it braids down. I don't know. I might look into that. I like the braid. I always thought it would look cool with the braid here that went all the way down. I always thought that would look kind of cool, but I'm excited, but I'm nervous. My hair has always been an important part of my life, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Let's do it. But yeah,
doing good about yourself.
Time flies. It's gonna be so different. I've never seen the back of my head. I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye bye. It's gonna be so weird. You're gonna be like, you're gonna lose your balance, man. Yeah. It's like a tail, you know, on a bird, you know. Yeah. Taking a shower is gonna be so weird. You're gonna be like half the amount of shampoo. Alright, so I got the cut. I want to go to the gym and then shower and get it all cleaned up before I officially show it off, because I feel like every time you go to the barber, they don't do it the way you normally style it, you know what I mean? No offense to them, it's just I feel like everyone knows this. So, but there's a little sneak peek. It looks fairly the same as it did just before. Alright, so here you have it. All cleaned up. Looks so weird that I don't have a back anymore. It like looks really strange to me. I feel like my head looks weird. Like I have a weird head. I'm sure that's just because I don't like it's so different. But yeah, I think it looks really good. I didn't shower yet, but I put some product in. I wet my head. I did my blow dryer, and then I used some Hans de Foucault, some quicksand. This is not a paid advertisement, but I do like their products a lot. It's not good to focus in on there. It doesn't really want to focus on that. So, oh, there we go. So I use some Hans de Foucault. I use this for screen printing too, so, but I used some of that and it actually worked really well. It kind of rubbed it into the roots and then pushed it up. So yeah, I think it looks cool, looks pretty clean. Pretty clean. I'm pretty tired because I woke up so early, and no joke guys, they take about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour in every cut. So we got there at literally 8 o'clock. There was a guy who was waiting before us, and then Angel went and then I went. So it's like 11 o'clock and I just got home, and I woke up at 7:20 to get a haircut. Now, I woke up at 7:20, got dressed, went to Starbucks, got to the place by 8, but still, I mean, 3 hours to get a haircut is a long ass time, but they do really good work, so, and it's, you know, it's worth it, so, but I like it. I just wanted to talk really quick because, you know, haircuts can feel dysphoric at certain times in your transition. And so I've noticed myself wanting to kind of grow this top out a little bit and get it nice and long and kind of maybe be like obnoxious with the long in the front. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah, so I was like thinking like, oh, how's that gonna make me feel? Is it gonna bring up dysphoria? Is it not? I mean, and so it's kind of interesting. I mean, even the gentleman who was cutting my hair, the barber was like, you should probably look into women's products as your hair gets longer because you have really thin hair and like soft and thin hair, and you know, you want volume. A woman's product is gonna be better for something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, and like I don't have a problem using a woman's product, but it's like a part of me thinks it's really ironic because it's like I used to use women's products, then it took so much courage to use man's products. And now I use men's products, and now the barber's like, you should probably use women's products. And I'm like, you know, I think there's some irony in that. But yeah, so, you know, haircuts can be really like life-changing. I mean, I think most people, when they do something dramatic with their lives, they change their hair up like really crazy. This isn't that crazy because from the front, even the other barber was like, hey, from the front you're gonna look the same, you know, it looks different when I turn my head. You know, I know some people who get a haircut and it's like they get their first super short cut and that's so awesome for them and they're so excited. I know for trans women, like they grow their hair out and they love it, and so it's kind of cool just how something simple as like a haircut can really change how you feel. I mean, whenever I get a haircut, I always feel like $1,000,000, you know what I mean? You know, also just as far as like being gender affirming and stuff like that for some people's dysphorias and stuff, so. But not that I meant this video to be all about haircuts, but it kind of turned into that. I'm gonna just hit the gym with my buddy Angel. Alright, so it's the afternoon. Got my haircut, but I'm freezing. Got gloves on. I'm like all suited up. I've got 2 jackets on. I'm freezing in here. I think it's like 30 something degrees out today. But I have to clean this place. I have other old stuff, packing, moving stuff, have like things that gotta get folded. This is all trash, honestly. This is all trash. I've got all my binders that I've got to clean up and get in order. I've got mess ups over here. That's a big hot mess. This is just like all a hot mess. And I have this disgusting pile of crap. So I'm a mess. There's no other ways to really explain that except for I'm a hot mess and it's gross in here. So I have to clean it up. I'm getting in a big order tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to be using the press, and I'm gonna have to be using the cutter and the heat and everything. So I've got to have this place all cleaned up so that I feel like I can just, when the stuff arrives, I can just get to work. Oh, I need to go get needles and syringes. So I don't have any more syringes left to do my shot, and I used to get from Strohackers, but OHP, my insurance, they don't let them mail it anymore. It's like a new regulation. So now I have to pick it up in person, which means I have to go to Costco. And Costco doesn't give me syringes and needles like Strohackers does. So I love and always have supported Strohackers and will always say to go there. But I can't right now with my insurance currently. So I have to go to the needle exchange through the HIV Alliance, which I've done a video with Amanda on way back. You can check that out. And they have a needle exchange for all different types of people, but including transgender people who need needles and syringes. So I'm going to go there and take advantage of that. But first, I'm going to clean this mess in this freezing 30-degree weather. Alright, so, real quick before I end this video, I just went to the HIV Alliance in my town and picked up some syringes, some 1cc syringes, as well as a Sharpies box, and even some, looks like they put some alcohol swabs in there. Side note, I'm wearing the same outfit you're going to see in the full day of eating video because I'm making these videos simultaneously, and I wanted to end this video talking about the HIV Alliance and the services that could be in your area. One thing that happens a lot is I get a lot of emails. One of the most common questions I get is, there's no one in my area, I have nowhere to go, what do I do? And the first thing I always do is like, they say, I'm from Minnesota, I'm from Idaho, I'm from here, I'm from there, I'm from Florida. The first thing I do is I Google search Idaho LGBT centers, you know, South Florida LGBT centers. And usually, I would say 7 out of 10 times that I Google that, I find an LGBT center in that person's area. And they have they have meetups for trans people, meetups for queer people, services. I mean, this place right here has, it's HIV Alliance, but it's also like the LGBT center in a way too. They've got services not only just for LGBT people, for homeless people, and pretty much anybody in need. So obviously they give the syringes, they give out, like, I mean, this costs money. You know, this stuff costs money. This guy right here is like $3 or $4 at the store. Those cotton swabs in there, those alcohol swabs, that's another $3 or $4. And so these things add up, you know, and now we're talking about maybe $20, $25 of just supplies for your shot. And when you can get it for free, I didn't pay $1 for that stuff. And, you know, it's really great. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. I count every freaking penny I get because it's needed, you know. And so saving this money is really awesome. And they also host meetups, and they go and travel to all the LGBT queer bars and spaces. So, you know, there's just a lot of services that are close by you, and they're there. You might not think they're there, but they're there. And if they're not there, like, for instance, this is right near the U of O, so I know for a fact that they have LGBT stuff at the U of O. So if they didn't have a center, I might reach out to a U of O and be like, hey, can I come to one of your meetings? Like, I'm a community member, and I don't have anywhere to go, and I see you host these meetings. So I just think it's important that we take the opportunities that are right in front of us. You know, sometimes it's hard to admit that you need help, to admit that you need to go to counseling, to say that you need financial help, or you need to get HIV tested. I mean, these are all things that we need to get done on a regular basis. And so, you know, when you can find outlets like that, you know, really take advantage of those outlets. Do a simple Google search. Ask the people around you. I know some cities that actually don't have LGBT centers, but people want to get together, so they have meetup.com, and they have meetups at, like, cafes that are open to hosting LGBT events and stuff. So just, you know, put yourself out there a little bit and try to get the information that you need in order to get the help that you need. So I just want to throw that out there before I end this video. I'm very happy. It did take a little bit of trial and error to get this stuff, but I finally got it, and I'm happy about it. My shot next week is going to go super smooth because now I have all my necessities to be clean and healthy during my shot process. And thank you, HIV Alliance. Hell yeah. All right, guys. I hope that, you know, you guys will reach out if you're in need to those locally. And, you know, online is great. Don't get me wrong. I love online community. I mean, come on. I'm here for you guys, you know. But at the same time, you guys are here for me. But at the same time, like, you know, there are outlets that are hands-on, that are people to people, you know, hands-on stuff that's really helpful. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of that. All right. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.